For more than 3 decades, ministers of music and worship leaders from across the nation and literally around the world have come to Spartanburg, South Carolina each August for the largest and most extensive choral music conference in the nation, Christian Supply's Choral Festival. A 3-day event featuring informative reading sessions, practical workshops, outstanding premieres, and inspiring times of devotion and concerts. Choral Festival is far more than a choral clinic. It is both a place to find new, usable music and ideas, and to have your personal and ministry batteries recharged for another year.
I'll tell you, there's nothing like sitting in an auditorium with hundreds of music ministers from all over the country, worshiping together. There's nothing like that. Blending their voices, but it's more than that. Blending their hearts, just to lift up our God. And it's experience that has to be as close to what heaven's going to be like that you can possibly get to here on earth.
From the opening worship set to the closing moments, you'll find 3 days packed with information, inspiration, and encouragement that will last for the entire year. The finest workshop leaders in the industry share virtually all of the newest releases in church worship and choral music. More than a dozen hours of reading sessions will not only help you access and find music that will work for your ministry, but also give you the behind-the-scenes insight of how songs came to be, what inspired an arrangement, and the heart of the songwriter or arranger.
When I come here, it's not just about listening to music. Because in today's day and age, I mean, sometimes you can listen to that on CDs and stuff, but when I come here, I am fed spiritually. I'm inspired. And those of us who spend our lives inspiring others and trying to teach and lead in worship, we need to be inspired. And when we come here, the workshops are fantastic. They are to the point, they're meaningful, they speak to me where I have a need. And there's a great variety. So there's a lot there, there's a lot here for us.
More than 40 specialized workshops on virtually every area and discipline of building a music and worship program in your church are covered, each led by a staff assembled from throughout the nation of eminently qualified experts in their field.
When you meet the writers of the songs, you hear the heart of writers, and you experience a time to be challenged, a time to be centered, a time just to remember why you do what you do as a minister of music.
But one of the things that sets Choral Festival apart as a conference is the spiritual tone that results from the combination of dynamic devotional speakers each day and inspiring evening concerts each night.
As a choir director, it's an amazing place to come and see what's out there and get new music and get new ideas and to just be refreshed. This is the only thing I do all year where I'm not in charge of something. And it's really exciting to, even have a little bit of heaven when we all sing together and there's no sound other than our voices, and it's just like a taste of heaven. But also, you come back refreshed.
You will worship, sit under the instruction of God's Word, and find your cup filled with fresh inspirations, encouragement, and challenge for yourself and your ministry.
I encourage anybody that's in ministry to try to set aside time to come and do this, and it's great for relationships as well. It's great for us to come together as a couple and grow together. I always try to do these things with my wife because ministry a lot of times pulls families apart, and this is an opportunity for us to come and be on the same page instead of me having to go home and say, hey, this is what I experienced, this is what I experienced. She's here with me, and she could be a part of that experience. And so it's a great thing to do together.
I would encourage you to come to Choral Festival, even though you may not realize what you're going to get there. I promise you, you will be glad you came.
There literally is no other conference like it. You owe it to yourself and to your ministry to be here this year. Christian Supply's Choral Festival, the perfect prescription for renewing your vision, expanding your expertise, and deepening your personal spiritual walk.